So as we move forward here, then, we have a little bit more to do with recruitment and a couple other things that we need to touch up upon, right? But recruitment is still top priority before we take a look at stats for the year, because our year is not over. So let's take a look here. Again, Amani Clue, we're in first. Schilling, we boosted ourselves up to second. Not bad. Dennis Walls, we made no impact whatsoever. Yeah, with none of those guys. That's a shame. We do need to scout out Thomas Harper. He's a bust. Okay, we'll get him off the board. Still want to know if they're gems or busts at this point for these 3 stars. That we're going to have a more difficult time for. Ishmael is a legitimate 3-star. We'll get him a scholarship, and you know what we're going to have to do here? At least get 10 points onto everybody. Schilling I'm going to keep fighting for with the full house. But I want to make sure we have enough points to fully scout everybody. Armand Allgaier. He's a junior, but you could still bring him over. I mean, if we can make up that ground. You have a Series X or S? I'm on the X. Brian Baloch. You got for us, Brian. Get him a 3-star. Okay. Get that offer in. The running back, Braden Pitts, is a gem. We're going all in for him immediately, if I have the points. Again, Schilling was a gem. Cam, what's going on, man? How are you? Gotta take a couple of points off of these guys. 5 points for you. Go back to Allgaier. 5 points for you, but since we found the 3-star gem, definitely all in on running back Braden Pitts. Good. Cam, I mean, football's been good, man. 8-4 record this year. Very, very solid compared to what we have been seeing lately. Final Sean Hartman locked us out, but we are in first for Schilling and Clue. Not bad. Okay, so we've reached conference championship week. Let's handle our business first. Our contract, of course, was extended because we can't be fired. But in terms of our staff, again, Isadora fits our team really well on a base 4-3. The pipeline's Metro Atlanta. There would be a benefit to not having Metro Atlanta as our pipeline. The benefit of not having it is that we can focus on other areas and be stronger in those areas instead of constantly competing with the bigger teams. The positive to keeping them is that if we're competing with those bigger teams and those bigger teams don't get those guys, odds are we're getting better players. And he's a level 25, which means his skill tree, his talent tree is pretty well boosted up. Same for Richard Sykes. North Carolina's not a bad pipeline. A level 30 would be tough to fire, but it is pretty important for us to get scheme fits and more ideal pipelines. Especially if we could get New England-based pipelines, that's when we could start to see 3-4-star pipeline rating, and that would really help us. So, while these coaches are really, really solid, we do need to look for people that fit just a little bit better. Just a little bit. We'll handle recruitment, and then we'll take a look. We'll already know who's relegated. We won't yet know who has been promoted. What's the best pipeline in the game? Depends on your team. Pipeline rating's not locked. No, it depends on the player's location, obviously. Your team, your coordinators, the prestige of your program. So, no, the rating can absolutely go up. Doesn't even give them a bowl game. Crash, you have to fire them that week. You can't fire them at all. So, I know, I have to be ruthless. So again, for those 2 gems, we're looking pretty good. Made up no ground on anybody there. And then Pitts. Now that we have the extra points, let's both send the house and then put the extra points on. So yeah, my understanding is, of course, pipeline rating can go up. If I'm wrong, then that's very weird on their part to not have that be a thing. But I've seen the changes myself, unless I'm going crazy. Clyde Strange is a bust. Whoops, hit back 20 times. You already have a running back? Hey, I don't care. He's still good. We can move people to different spots. Wideouts, doesn't matter to me. If I can bring in a highly talented player, I am going to do it. We'll make it work. So let's get Strange off the board. Tony Haslam. Now, again, we normally wouldn't go for this guy because if any of those freaking programs go in for him, if we're in first, they'll wipe us out immediately. But we're in a certain situation now where we're just looking for whoever we can get. I mean, this is all bonus, basically. Ian Owusu. It's fine. Is a legitimate 3-star. I don't really expect that we're going to get any of these guys anyway. And then another running back, Leo Rubin. It's also a gem. All right. Well, Leo, let's see what we can do for you. We'll drop Owusu back down to 5 points. We won't be able to do everything that we want to do here. I'll drop one more guy back down. Ishmael. Drop you down to 5. And that way we have the contact friends and family for Leo Rubin. So that's looking good. So aside from that, it's time to look at who has been relegated this season. We won't yet know who's promoted, right? So relegations this year. Well, except for independent status, we'll know who's promoted. Promoted this year, you already knew it was coming. We knew it a few weeks ago. El Paso, with a 10-2 record, UTEP have been promoted up from tier 11 up to tier 10. So UTEP have been promoted. The worst teams were Air Force and Ball State. We go to tier 10, Conference USA, where the bowl game will be Jacksonville State against Southern Miss. Relegation, however, is going to be Northern Illinois. For whatever reason, they played one more conference game this year than Navy. Maybe because Navy has the automatic game against Army? I'm not sure. But Northern Illinois, technically, I mean, win percentage was the same, but they have one more loss conference-wise. Some teams did only play 10 games. Northern Illinois are getting dropped. Is what it is. There's not much of an argument to keep them. You can say, oh, well, Navy might lose certain of the tiebreakers. Is what it is. So the Huskies are getting dropped. Tier number 9, the MAC. We'll see Coastal Carolina against FIU for the conference title. While there's no controversy about relegation, it'll be the Thundering Herd of Marshall that get dropped. Tier 8, the Sun Belt. Conference title will be between Western Kentucky and Arkansas State, while relegation comes down to a massive tiebreaker. So Florida Atlantic's safe because they played one fewer game, whatever. It's between these three. But then Temple has one fewer loss. So it's between Alabama, South Alabama, and Toledo. So let's see how the game went between those two teams, South Alabama and Toledo. Toledo won the game. South Alabama have been relegated. So because of that head-to-head matchup, we are dropping South Bama from Tier 8 in the Sun Belt to Tier 9 in the MAC. At Tier number 7, the American Conference title game will be between Oregon State and UNLV, while the relegated team based off of overall record is Texas State. So the Bobcats will be relegated this year. BYU just survived by 1 win. Tier 6, the Mountain West. Conference title game will be Duke against the undefeated Kansas State at the bottom, while relegation is obvious. It's 2-9 Northwestern. The Wildcats have been relegated. What a season for Kansas State. I mean, not surprising when they're playing essentially nothing but teams in this conference that they were able to do that well. That said, though, there's some good teams here, man. There's some good teams. Water bottle just tried to revolt. Tier 5, the Pac-12. Conference title game will be Indiana against somebody. I don't know if it'll be Stanford, Arizona, or Boise State. The relegated team this year, though, from the Pac-12 is Minnesota because of the one extra overall loss compared to Memphis. So the Golden Gophers have been dropped. Tier 4, the ACC conference title game will be Purdue against either Arkansas or Pitt, while Syracuse, who were promoted last year, have been relegated right back down. So a cold dose of reality for the Orange this past season. In the Big 12, the conference game will be TCU against either Boston College or North Carolina. The relegated team, the SMU Mustangs, at 2-9 in the conference. Tier 2, the Big 10, your conference game it will be Florida against either USC or Texas Tech, I would imagine. Relegated this year, the Utah Utes at 3-8 in conference. And the top tier, the SEC, your relegated program, the 1-9 Texas A&M Aggies had an incredibly rough season, just one win overall. They have been dropped from the top tier. While Michigan will be in the conference title game against either Ohio State or Clemson. Michigan right now the top team in football. The Utes started 4-1 and then lost 7 in a row. Jesus. I didn't even notice. Good eye. In terms of the, let's take a look at the regular season stats. Notre Dame number 16 and 5-6. So right now, this game does weigh strength of schedule a bit too heavily, which is why you'll see some interesting rankings such as that, you know? Like, they have them well ahead of 10-2 UTEP because UTEP is way down at the bottom in strength of competition. It's nowhere close. We won't worry about the Heisman. Actually, let's worry about the Heisman watch. I want to see who we think should get it. Actually, I can't even see the stats. It'll either be Avery Johnson at Kansas State, Iverson Hooks of UAB, Xavier Jordan at USC, Ethan Vasco of Coastal Carolina, or Jackson Arnold at Oklahoma. So 2 quarterbacks and or 3 quarterbacks, 2 wide receivers. Strength of schedule in this pro rel is going to be wild because all the best teams play each other. Exactly. All right, let's take a look at our numbers here on the season, and we'll also look nationwide before we advance. So Bryce Frost took over. He was supposed to be the backup this year. 2,300 yards, 21 touchdowns, 8 picks. Targaryen, 800 yards on 93 attempts, 9 touchdowns, 4 picks, and then 2 touchdowns for the third stringer who was supposed to sit out all year, but ended up having to play, Beth Amphetamine. Colin, take it easy, by the way. Take it easy. Running-wise, rushing-wise, Keontae Tyson, just 452 yards, but he was hurt. See, Grant was up there. I mean, quarterbacks aren't afraid to run. Despite being on the power spread, where you'd think we'd run more, we throw more passing touchdowns than rushing touchdowns, which is just really bizarre to me. But it is what it is. Receiving-wise, goodness gracious, what a season for L.J. Young Jr. 70 receptions, over 1,000 yards, and 14 touchdown passes. L.J. Young Jr. Woo! What a season. He's only a sophomore as well. We got 2 more years of him. On the O-line, no sacks allowed by Kalen Franklin in the 7 games he played, or the 12 games, granted only 57 snaps for Green. 9 sacks allowed by left tackle Andrew Spanway. Not great. Need to be a little bit better next year, Andrew, please. Defensively, tackle leader was 69, me, Don. Our corner had the most tackles on the team. That's insane. Your sack leader with 4 was John Decker. Again, Stefan Green had 11.5 sacks last year, but he missed a lot of time due to injury this season. So, it makes sense. Our pick leader with 2 was DeMarvin Holland. We had just 4 interceptions all season long. Jesus. Not ideal. Our kicker went 16 of 20. And only missed 1 point after all season. So, not the best season for George Lincoln, but not the worst. Only a sophomore as well. He'll keep getting better. So let's take a look then. Nationwide, who were the leaders statistically? The passing leader was John Mateer at Washington State. You had Tucker Kilcrease of Troy. Nico Ayamaleva. I'm sorry, Nico. I'm sorry. At Tennessee, Christopher Vizina. Not Vezina, hockey fans. Vizina. And Lenoris Sellers. Should have been a hockey player with a name like Lenoris. The touchdown king with 40... Oh, he's winning the Heisman. Avery Johnson, 45 touchdowns, just 5 picks at K-State. 95 overall. You also had Ethan Vasco and Jackson Arnold break 40. John Mateer had a really good stat line as well. Most interceptions, Miles O'Neill at A&M. No kidding. I mean, we saw how bad of a year they had. Jackson Arnold was up there. Will Hammond, Austin Novosad, and Jason Lawrence. Okay. Your rushing leader, the only guy to break 1,000 yards was Jaden. I think it's Jaden, isn't it? Jaden Thomas at UNLV. Only guy to break 1,000 yards. Jaden Baugh was up there too. Yeah, only one guy breaking 1,000 yards this year. The touchdown leader with 15 was TJ Horton at Ball State. Maybe someday we'll go back. Get Wayne Strong up there at UTEP as well with 13. Who fumbled the most? Jason Patterson of Kentucky. Receiving wise, the reception king with 85 was... Oh, his name's got to be Ian, and I hate it. Ian Pugh with 85. Yardage king, though, was Javon Tracy at Maryland. You had Chris Brazel II, Tennessee, and Iverson Hooks as the top 3. Touchdown leader with 21. Coastal Carolina's Connor Ivey. So again, Coastal Carolina, they were loving life in one of those lower tiers. Absolutely loving it. Blocking-wise, best offensive lineman, you could argue, was Julius Sheed at USC. Most sacks allowed, Nick Morrow of Cal, 13. Only 7 guys, though, in double digits. It's not too bad. Defensively, the tackle leader was Darius Jones at Wake Forest. He and Caden Turner of Indiana, the only 2 to get 100 tackles, although Sean Murphy was close. Your sack leader with 9, Sione Fotu of Utah. Even though the Utes were terrible this year, he had a damn good year. Sacks seem to be up this season. Interception kings with 6, Xavier Mincy, Alex Laws of Hawaii, and Eli Burkhart at Wyoming. Oh boy. Most field goals made, Buzz Flabiano. Only we could have gotten him in a transfer. Buzz Flabiano. Holy hell. That is an insane name. Most punts belong to Navy Sal De La Rosa. Second most belongs to our own Control-Alt-Delete. Fair enough. So, Eli not showing on the national screen is sad. Hopefully they fix that soon, because I agree it's a bit wonky. So recruitment we already took a look at, of course. Let me just double check so I don't do anything dumb. Yep, we're good. Let's move forward a week and see what happens. We should have our first bowl game as we get locked out for Brian Baloch. That's fine. Program traditions down to a C+, as we are now the 69th rated program in the country. Nice. All right. Let's find out then. Conference championships. Did we not make a bowl game? Still on bowl projections. Okay. Let's take a look then. Conference championships. We'll find out who's getting promoted. So we'll start off at Conference USA level. If it's going to tell me. Okay, well there is conference. It's weird it's not letting me go all the way over, but obviously the logo shows up there, so it's fine. Not all of the conference games have been played? No, they have. There's way too many teams. I'm very confused. Why am I confused? Did we not just sim through conference championship week? What's different about this? Why is my brain not working? So what the hell's the schedule for this week? Week 16. Since when is there a week 16? Uh-huh. I'm very confused right now. Well, I guess what we'll do... Week 16 is normally Army Navy if the trial. I mean, that would make sense, but way more teams are playing than just Army Navy. When's the last save point? Online franchise, man. It just is what it is. I mean, the games at the top make sense for who would have been playing in the conference title games. But then it's showing way more games that aren't actually a thing. I'm so confused right now. But we kind of need to know who's getting promoted. That's the whole point. Mr. Webster, good to see you. I think I broke it again. Maybe? Okay, I'm just gonna go back. Conference Championship Week. The Southern Miss and Jack State, Stanford Boise. All of these make sense as to who should have been playing at the high end. So Jack State won Conference USA. They're getting promoted. Stanford, probably just got to advance a week. Probably. Boise State beat Stanford to win the Pac-12, so they're getting promoted. Boston College win the Big 12 over TCU. Coastal Carolina win the MAC. Arkansas State with the upset to win the Sun Belt. Oregon State win the American. K-State dominates to win the Mountain West. SEC is just bragging rights. And that's everybody, right?
Fanboy.
I imagine Slovak. Let me know if I'm wrong. Thank you for the follow. So where's the Big Ten? So I need the Big Ten winner. I need the ACC winner, which would make sense that it's Purdue. And the Big Ten... Okay, so the Big Ten was Florida. What the fuck? Just going off ESPN, which shows Army Navy Week 16. Okay, that's fair. So Florida is getting promoted. That's not the Big 12 title game. And then Purdue won the ACC over Pittsburgh. Promotion. Okay, I think we got everyone. I don't know what the hell happened to the menu and its weird freak out, but these games, the teams involved, would have been the teams to play. Let's see if I broke the fucking thing again. Let's advance week and see what happens. I'm kind of scared. Or in Arkansas State supposed to be in the final. I'm not sure anymore. Got locked out for Ian Owusu. It was showing games that were 9 days ahead. Okay. So Avery Johnson for K-State did win the Heisman. Nearly 3,900 yards, 48 touchdowns, and just 5 picks. And we have drawn our first bowl game. the Duke's Mayo Bowl against the University of Central Florida Knights. Will be in the Mayo Bowl. Okay. So yeah, everything, I think, that's just really weird how it glitched out that 1 week, but I think we're good. Logo needs to be bigger, I know. Yeah, all the conference games are still there, then there was all these, like, extra games. That's really fucking weird, but we're good. I don't know what happened there. Really, really weird. Absolutely bizarre, but it is what it is. Before we get to our business of the Mayo Bowl, we need to take a look at the bracket, because this is going to be interesting. So from left to right, we have the Oregon Ducks against the Arkansas Razorbacks. Winner play Pittsburgh. Oh my God. Purdue and Oregon State. The winner plays Jacksonville State. Florida versus Michigan. Winner plays USC. K-State and Texas Tech. Winner plays Mississippi State. So Mississippi State and Jacksonville State both earned a bye with these wonky conferences that we have, as the national title game will be decided in Inglewood. Huh. We're having fun with it, that's for sure. I do wonder if anything weird happened with the conference title games, but I don't think they did. So we'll see what happens playoff-wise, but obviously we have a bowl game to get to. Before that, though, we do have staff that we need to try and sign. I don't know if we lost an extra week or what. David Aguilera, veer and shoot, pistol from Mike Good, multiple offense and pro style. Okay, so it's either Mike Good or David Aguilera. I prefer Pennsylvania as a pipeline over Metro Atlanta because we're already getting a bunch of people out of Pennsylvania. So David Aguilera would be the best fit there. And then defensive coordinator, Neil Halen, Vince Root. It's one of these two, either Central Florida or Central Florida. We'll take the guy who's further up. Again, I don't want typical strength pipelines because we still aren't good enough to typically compete with the bigger schools. I'd rather see fucking Montana as a pipeline than Central Florida, if we're being honest. We'll go after Neil Halen. So, technically, you know, the risk, in terms of the coordinators that we let go of, that Pennsylvania pipeline will be helpful, though. Definitely. And then Coach Carousel, obviously we're not going to go anywhere. But all openings at head coach. No head coach openings this year. It's all coordinator spots, including our own coordinator spots. These coordinators are 10 lower. Why would you do that? And God, I explained why I would do that. Because we were trying to find better scheme fits and better pipelines. More ideal pipelines for where we are as a program right now. It's a risk that didn't pan out. We're taking a temporary hit because we risked it. But the logic makes sense, as in try to get coordinators that don't have pipelines that are going to have us battling for recruits that all the big schools want to go for. It's better for us to go for guys that are from the middle of goddamn nowhere that the big schools don't care about because we have a better chance at getting them. It might be few and far between in terms of the super high-end talents, but even 3 stars are good enough to get us in a position to get out of the conference that we're in. In terms of early National Signing Day, again, right now, we're not going to worry about dev patterns. We're going to wait until the end of the portal to see that. Again, we have no hours that we can put on at this point, so that's good. Let's get down to it. It is our very first bowl game. TOUGLANE versus UCF in the Mayo Bowl. In my file, I feel like associated coach pipelines don't matter. I've seen the opposite so far. We are massive, massive underdogs in this game. They are an 84 overall team. We're only a 77. This will be easier said than done now, won't it? Right. Right. That works. That works. Let's do it. I might play this full thing. I might not. I'm not sure yet. I think he likes uprooting the families of his coordinators. It was worth the risk, man. I'm telling you, it was worth the risk. I mean, especially getting a guy that has Pennsylvania as his pipeline. How many guys have you seen us bring in from Georgia? How many guys have you seen us bring in from Pennsylvania? You know? All right, boys. Nice to see the Mayo Bowl patch on this jersey. The first ever bowl game in just our 3rd season here at TOUGLANE. Bank of America Stadium for the Duke's Mayo Bowl. This one's for all the Mayo. We'll at least take the opening kickoff. Took it to his coordinator. I'm sorry, but it's fucking business. If they can't understand it, don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5.
I'm a businessman, baby.
Okay, so here
Cody, you hear what you want to hear, apparently.
And here he comes, guys.
We'll play this opening drive. Why not? I might play the full game. I don't know. We haven't played a full game yet.
He's got such great field vision. He's got it all, Bowman.
He is must-watch TV.
Good attempt, Tyson.
People show up to this stadium. People are watching back at home because of this guy right now.
Good attempt. LJ Young Jr., arguably our best player all season.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver.
LJ breaks free. Where the hell did you come from? Get juked. And up to the 50-yard line. Way to go, LJ. Backflip for style. Good first run there for LJ. Tyson. In 2 out of that. All right. They are threatening the blitz.
Non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season and throughout your career, and it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse, to dance.
Thank God we have a faster quarterback now that Targaryen's healthy. That was scary. What we got out of it.
The tradition and history of these bowl games. I think that's one of the best things about college football. We're in an era today where bowl games
LJ just shy of the first down.
It was special to take the field.
Not bad. Short throws, quick runs.
So much history.
Working pretty well.
On 2nd down. Let's see if they keep it on the ground.
Do with LJ here.
Quarterback checking the play. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Just a bit of a misfire here. They can't make the connection. One thing I've noticed from talking to coaches about their approach to bowl games is how
definitely just try to sneak it for a first down.
Next season, they try to focus on developing some of the new guys maybe that have joined them for the bowl practices.
Oh my God, he didn't get it. He didn't get it.
The older guys get a little bit more rest. But yeah, you're building the future. You're building the foundation.
Growing.
Working on your technique. And you know what? You also get to have some fun. I think that's important for team building is having fun.
That was a bit weird. He got clotheslined by his own man, but we do get the first down.
That will make a big difference in the future.
Yeah, there's a saying.
Boy, it really wants me to throw that wideout screen, doesn't it?
Bowl season, you're no longer a freshman. A lot of players grow up, get the extra practices mentally, and from a confidence standpoint, you turn the page. I can remember back to my true.
That was a bit wonky. Didn't lose any yards on it. Coach just like, nope, power 0. Run the power 0, I promise. My new offensive coordinator's just staring at the playbook like, I don't know for sure. I just got here.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He's going to take off.
Attaboy, Targaryen. Putting together a good drive here.
David, given the fact that you are a devoted helmet head, I'm not sure that you're aware there are a lot of other festivities around the bowl game. Did you ever experience any of that?
Have I watched any of the Giants' Hard Knocks? I have not.
But here's the thing.
I haven't watched Hard Knocks in years. I've heard it's good. I've seen clips from it, but I haven't watched it.
What squad could eat more steak from Outback? It was absolutely amazing. So I experienced that in all of its glory.
They'll ride the hot hand.
We might have had the outside edge to the right, but it wasn't looking too promising.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers.
We're killing a hell of a lot of time here, too.
They can't pick up the first down without getting it into.
Oh, my goodness. Well, there was no blocking there at all, was there? Yikes.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision.
Okay.
It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think,
Y ended up being open.
and then throw downfield.
I missed him. He ended up being open. Damn it. That was the option I was looking for, too, but then this guy started to cover him. Right here, I see that guy turning and running, and that's when I decided. Then again, that freaking corner back there probably would have been able to make a play on it. It's a good drive. We at least chewed up a lot of clock. Oh, God. Ready for me to shank this? Shank!
Splits the uprights right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I had a field goal, man.
I know one thing this head coach does.
I hit a not perfectly aligned field goal.
It's so important.
You'll never see anything like that again. Miracles do happen.
You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have.
Miracles do happen.
Taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting.
Wasted 7.5 minutes of an 8-minute quarter. Let's go. What have you learned? If you aim for the shank, it works. Apparently, yeah.
And he'll return it and try
Rip
to
that shit out.
rolling the dice to bring it out.
I'm gonna play this. Why not? Why not? Last game for Keontae Tyson, who's been really damn good for us. I'm down to play this. Let's see if we can establish the blitz early on. EBTT is in.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week.
All the
We asked
touching.
them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately.
Ho, ho, ho. Oh, sit down. Christian Allegro, the transfer,
Now the defense gets a sack. They're getting a
makes an impact in this bowl game immediately. Oh, man, that QB had nowhere to go. UCF's jerseys are out as hell. They have a good color scheme. It should be the end of the first. They might get one more snap off. All right, there we go. Well, the strategy mostly worked for us in the first quarter. Keep as much possession as possible and don't risk the football if we don't have to. That is my style of game right there. Beautiful. Let's see if get something going in the 4-6 here.
We'll start the quarter offense, about to snap it on second down. Looking for room. It's Gage. Finds a
Randy got the 4 back that he lost.
13. The Knights are in the hurry up.
Need some space underneath, boys.
Just
I can't believe they ran that. Wow. Okay.
they bring him down, and he's
Well,
gonna lose it.
hell of a stand for our defense to kick off this game.
Penetration by that defense.
That is kind of nuts to me that they didn't try to throw.
He gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
All right, Tyson. Easily returnable.
Sends it the other way.
God, that guy was fast.
And the returner
Tried like hell to break around the edge. We do have good field position to start this drive, though.
the offense lining up for a first down play.
Favorite play.
Caught in the backfield. It's Young.
Ooh, LJ.
He'll step across the sideline. Down
Dude,
to-
LJ is turning into my favorite player very, very quickly.
This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag
Out.
him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Wants to throw on second down. The quick
LJ again, man.
He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move.
He's just so good at getting open.
First down. They'll snap it from the 32.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. He can't be peeking to the outside.
Tyson wasn't my best read there. I could have stuck to the outside. Not bad, though.
Down the field,
We're just doing a good job of keeping possession, winding down that clock, you know?
He's going to pass on second down. Makes the catch. It's Bell.
3rd and inches.
Stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover. Pick up the first.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver.
Honestly,
You're gonna see this receiver line up.
Try to cheese it. Do what we got to do to keep the ball. Tom Brady. Man, it really is 3rd and inches. Tom Brady special, baby. First down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision a quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy who's going to try.
This could work out pretty well here. Targaryen's fast.
Just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Targaryen! Oh, he took way more punishment there than I wanted. It was a blocker that kind of changed his lane.
Right on the doorstep for this offense. He just
Somebody jump.
this water long enough in the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty.
Damn it. Tried to get the defense moving. The opposite happened.
Made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust.
Decent attempt by Grant. 2nd and goal from the 11. I mean, if we got to settle for a field goal again, so be it, you know?
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off. And really good vision there. Just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive results.
With jet sweep pass.
Oh, LJ Young Jr., have my children.
Defense has to be able to
Oh, I adore him so.
tackling this receiver.
He can do it all. The MVP of this season. No doubt about it. Oh, what a beautiful man. What a beautiful man. Say goodbye to your ankles. That man probably has a family. Not anymore. That's LJ's family now.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the
That guy's kids will be calling LJ daddy after a juke like that.
Kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Whew.
He'll bring it out. It's Green. Not a lot of
Stopped him at the 21.
Good hustle by the cover.
Only the second drive our defense
UCF offense back on
been out there for, so.
The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to
Ooh,
panic.
thank
This
God he kind of ran more to the middle. I don't know if we would have had him on the outside.
And listen, the defense will get this back. And
Looks
get
like they're going to be a little bit more urgent this drive.
I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's
Just
still
a bit
tight.
too slow on the D-line.
Feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
It will be nice to eventually get that boost to get our defensive line
Defense was feeling real good about
the
their coming into this
pursuit
game, how they've been playing
increase.
to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they
Let's go! Learn my mistake from earlier in the season. Oh, that guy's so fast. Broken tackles. Let's fucking go. I learned my lesson from earlier in the season. Don't trust the AI. Always use her to try and get a pick. And it pays off big time. As that woman can't believe it. She went transparent for a minute.
It's more guys that can cover.
Incorporeal.
Cover that ground.
Incorporeal.
And make the pick.
Dakota Mills.
Superb effort.
Dakota with the play. I wish you had to pay to get those fans to show up in TOUGLANE colors. Look, there's dozens of us. Dozens of us up in the great state of Maine.
They'll run it from the gun.
Ah, there was room to sneak in the middle, but
Lose a yard on that
line
one.
couldn't hold.
It's a bad sign on offense when we have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their block.
Ah, 2-minute warning. I think we could have had the tight end there.
Making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
They'll line up for a second down play. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He's going to run it. And there were no creases.
Not a great play. Didn't feel too good about either of our options. Ended up having it covered.
Here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's taking the shot.
Didn't really see another option other than to try an arm punt. They had it pretty well covered.
The scoreboard instead. It's 4th down.
Good defensive hold for UCF. I botched the punt.
Now they'll line up in punt formation. Makes a move.
Okay, I did a little bit more than botch the punt.
They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And that is one of the biggest plays of that young man's football life. A true freshman taking the punt to the house. If I'm the head coach and I watch that, I'm now trying to find ways to get this guy on the field offensively.
I held it for half a second too long, and boy, does half a second make a difference with this kick system. We've reached the throwing portion of the stream. I wish I could say I did that on purpose. I did not. It takes a crazy bounce, contact, and just gone because that guy's fast as hell.
On to attempt the try.
Wow. Did I pick a real bad time to make a mistake like that or what?
Man, you just can't.
I lost focus for half a second on that kick, and I fucking paid for it.
After giving up the punt return for the score, let's see if they have an answer on the kickoff. On the move from inside his 5.
Way to go, Keontae. Good return. Like how punishing the game can be. I mean, fun moment for a neutral. I'm very mad at myself, but at least it is entirely my fault, you know?
Extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one, and Davidson.
Oh, good juke there for Tyson.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team.
I mean, if we can kill the clock here,
You're still winning.
cool.
Put the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
If we can make something happen, also cool. This is actually going to be a time to maybe take a shot.
Trying play action. Fires to the wideout.
What a catch by Moore.
To the outside.
Back shoulder, but he makes the turn.
And there was
Whew. I didn't want to lob it because I didn't want to give that corner time to turn around. Moore overruns it. Look at that turn and grab. Phenomenal. Whew. We got some playmakers on this team, man.
he knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked.
Things are covered a little bit more. We can go with the bubble, though.
Find himself open.
Bubble, Doug.
Nice job between those two.
Throw it in a bubble, Doug.
Grab behind the line. It's Moore.
Couple yards out of it.
Good job in
Clock's still ticking, though.
after just a few.
Okay.
Trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense.
If we can get a little bit closer, we might have a chance here. Somebody jumped.
Over anxious, out of the stands early, and it's a false start.
Fuck! I shouldn't have risked it. I shouldn't have risked it. I gotta be honest, I've listened to Mills about, hey, don't be afraid to do that.
Line
You can get the defense unsettled. Well, right now, it's only unsettling my offensive line.
quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On second down, just keeps firing.
Just got rid of it in time.
Incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third.
We had some good momentum on this drive, but it's looking pretty far gone here.
Sticks from here. On third and long, trying to have a big completion.
Hit again. Jesus Christ, that pressure's relentless.
He released the pass.
Gonna have to punt again, which is a dangerous proposition.
Oh, you know what time it is.
Dude, that meter fills up fucking fast.
Third down.
Give me a good bounce here.
Up in the air. Nice job.
Into the 13, not bad.
Putting some pressure on him.
Harder to do that away from home, that too, yeah. All right, we are definitely gonna be a little bit bend don't break. I'm hoping they'll just run out the half, but it doesn't look like it.
Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision making, because you cannot.
Rip it out, rip it out. No first down, clock's still going.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sideline. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here? That we
4
can
seconds left. They seem content to just go to half.
make sure I don't make that mistake.
He's got it.
Well, I made a mess of it. We should have had at least a 10-0 lead heading into halftime, but
Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime
It doesn't matter if I'm in control of this team or if we're simming. There's always going to be some weirdness. Oh my god, the time of possession difference is nuts.
Duke's Mayo kickoff game. It's been an
Absolutely nuts. We're only up by 3.
Football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison,
Lead's a lead. Very true. I should have put. You know what? I still can. I'll put up a prediction for the second half.
I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really,
Why not? There you go. The second half predictions live. You got 2 minutes to vote on it. Do we hold on and win the game? Or do I choke, as I so often do? I'm going to take a second to check wear and tear for the second half, and then I'll give you a chance to get the votes in. But after after halftime, I feel like wear and tear should be fine unless someone was already really hurting. And yeah, that looks to be the case, so we're good. We're good. Let's do it. Second half, first ever bowl game, trying to get this win.
Ready to go for a great second half ahead.
Whammy. I'm not a gambling addict.
Looking for help. He was hoping for something a little
Held him at the 20.
but they get him on the ground at the 20. Now the
Here.
UCF offense ready to go back to work. And they're trailing
I like
on
that.
the scoreboard right now, but they are very much
Off
in
out
the
to a
mix
Tampa
to
2.
finish this season with a
On the
bowl win.
contain. We'll take that. Didn't expect the defensive lineman to, or the defensive tackle to be the one to go over. Their quarterback's going to try to run more, though. We're in a good spot. Dean, get there. Flag on the play, hopefully against them.
One play. There's still lots of football left to be played. If they get this confidence going, they get
Holding on the offense.
Watch out.
3rd and 11 or 2nd and 19? Let's take 2nd and 19. I'll take that.
Holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Caught.
Oh boy, I shouldn't have switched. See, that's the time you gotta let the team do their own thing.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Looking for a...
I did not think they'd run. Oh boy, apparently nobody on our team thought they would run. Touchdown UCF.
Touchdown, UCF! And with that one,
From 2nd and 18 to a monster touchdown run.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision.
That dude is fast indeed.
Erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No,
Just out of nowhere, a massive gap, and he just took off, man.
Those stats, young fella.
And he just absolutely took off.
to their lead.
A 10-0 lead has disappeared.
Point, they're up 14.
It's now 14-10
Strike offense on
UCF.
scoring drive.
That guy was so fucking fast, man.
Find a better way
Holy
to
shit.
finish an 81-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from inside his own 5.
Come on, 39. You got to hold that block.
Knock down the return.
I believed in you.
First down here for the offense.
We can get back to our running game here.
They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
He ended up getting that guy covered at the last second.
Does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Jukes his way
They are just clogging up the running lanes now.
for 3 out to the 16.
Mason's a bit roughed up.
Ball coming up here. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it.
Come on, man. You got to hold that.
That catch there.
Secure catch and all, and he couldn't. Oh, man.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half,
I mean, tough to make that grab, but he certainly could have.
This passing game, but early on in the second,
Oh, fucking Christ, the punting.
incompletion on 3rd down in your own end. You're expecting them.
We got the ball back. We're good. Set play, baby. Set play. Oh, my God. That is an example of falling towards success. Unfucking believable. I blow another punt because I just cannot deal with this low-level punter. Bounces. This guy gets a piece of it. But the guy in front of him just clutches it. Insane. That hit you first. Did it, though? Did it? Look at that left hand. That man punched it. Need to do that every punt. That's the new meta, everybody. In case you didn't know. That's the new meta. You don't get any yardage. Okay, they are forcing us to throw the football now. Like, they are just not giving up anything on the run. Tyson has got to sit for a while. Now should be the time to start working play action then. We'll call that the TOUGLANE.
Play at 2nd and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll run play action. Now improvising. The throw. They're working that left side. And they're able to get him down. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
Great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
No! He was wide open. He was fucking wide open and I couldn't hit him. The frickin' pressure on the left side of the pocket. Oh, the pressure from the left side of the pocket, man. Damn it. He got chased out from the other side and away from him. Man, they've settled into this game, and we're really struggling to adapt.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything.
Oh, boys, good job.
To see that here on the next
still in this.
Just keep doing what
Even if the offense is stalled out, we're still in it.
You seem to have this defense on their heels.
Looking for a crease. It's Gage.
Holy fuck, I thought he was breaking off another one there. He is so fast.
Moving quickly to the line.
Dude, if he gets into open field, we cannot stop him. He is so fucking fast.
They'll try to power their way ahead.
No! 4th and 1, what a stop. That was way too close for comfort, but the defense comes up big this time. Whew, this is turning into a hell of a game. And they're going to get the ball back.
Here's the fair catch, but there is a flag on the field. We might have to do this one again.
They don't call it every time anymore, but Marquez Carty still gets called for hitting the punter.
Coach will take the penalty. So it's
Okay.
on 4th down. On the ground with the counter.
We needed that.
Going nowhere.
Steph Finland with a big play. I don't even go for blocks in this game. I shouldn't, but I, for some reason, felt kind of confident on that one. Oh, Steph Finland Green. Let's go, buddy. Let's go. My hero. Steph Finland Green.
From the shotgun,
they run again. How the fuck did he break that tackle? All right. I've learned my lesson. I've learned my lesson.
This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away.
Can we get a block here? No, we can't. Tyson takes a big hit. Okay, we got to find a way to get our offense going.
Let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Quarterback checking off. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Trying to make magic on the...
Nice block, running back. God, 82, you're an idiot. 82 could have set the edge, but he had no idea what was going on.
From the gun, they'll give it up.
Dude, yeah, our offensive line they must be gassed. They cannot hold on. They can't hold blocks anymore. I might have to set them to be more aggressive because we rely so heavily on the running game. And they just have an answer for us. Can I call an audible, please? Yeah, whatever. I just gotta snap it.
On 3rd and long, he's gonna have to.
We're going down. Nobody open again.
Quarterback is snowed under.
And he hits me with the John Cena.
Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy.
Shit. Our offense is totally stalled out because the running game is just gone.
They built a cushion.
And our offensive line is tissue paper. I'm going to have to set them to be more aggressive and to risk holds.
At the 3rd quarter steps.
UCF is just way too much for us. I mean, again, we're, what, a 77 overall team? They're an 84.
2 is time as we open the 4th. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you.
Fuck. Dude, their running back is a beast. He is an absolute beast.
Defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings.
Oh, linebacker, you're trash. Oh, he got juked so easily.
15 yards on the play and an important 1st down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen.
Flag. I don't know for what. Find out.
That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Holding on the offense, okay. It'll be 1st and 20. Last time we accepted a penalty, it did not go well.
Well, that's going to make it a little.
Gonna go on the 4-6 to try to scare them off of throwing the ball.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Tackle.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
That's really nice catch by the big tight end. Thermal's mix up there catching the football.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. Quick strike complete.
We can hold them to a field goal. That's okay. I mean, we needed a touchdown anyway. So I can't imagine going for anything.
Those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
My God, they ran it. Couch Smith was there though.
The defense stands tall and makes the stop. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world.
No good on the kick. We take over at our own 29. Doesn't make too much of a difference aside from obviously we take the lead with the touchdown. I guess that is a huge difference, but our goal is still the same. We need a touchdown.
And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Their drive.
We got to go back to what we know works for us.
Punt, David.
It's time to go back to some option plays. Give them something to think about.
Possession after possession, Jesse. This offense needs to get their heads out of there. You know what?
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now.
I should have gotten the first down there. I should have gone over the line, but I tried to extend the play. A good play, though, to LJ. Give them something to think about.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Young.
Here we go.
Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes
Back to these options with LJ. Got too many people over there.
So you can't get hands on him, and they've really
Might be the right time for a play action.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He'll pull it down and run. And he gets out of there and gets...
Here we go. Some good blocking from the O-line there. This is our best drive in a while.
He just pulls pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards.
LJ again. Tried to stiff arm with the ball in his hand. That was horrifying.
He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out.
Say his name. He appears. First down. +2 is like XP. Like working towards coach level. Coach goal.
Nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left.
Another 4 yards. We are thriving on the RPOs here.
They're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first down.
LJ Young Jr. up to the 15. This is where this team thrives, man. Keep them guessing.
Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive.
That time they had it pretty well covered.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no
The RPOs, just where we thrive.
Now on 2nd down for this offense. Caught in the backfield. It's
LJ for the first down. LJ Young Jr. Let's fucking go, dude. Fucking hurdle his ass. LJ, oh my God. The day you leave this program, I'm gonna cry my eyes out. He's so good. He's so fucking good. All right, they are stacking that left side here.
That guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
Actually, you know what we'll do? Send you on a drag. We need B to go over. We're going to look for him in the corner.
He wants to throw it.
Gotta get rid of it. They had that perfectly covered. They had the perfect defense for that. I had nowhere to go.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Touchdown, TOUGLANE! We got back to what works so well for us. RPOs. Javon Moore into the end zone. And we take the lead back. Jesus Christ, he got murdered to make that play happen. But a missed field goal for UCF. And now we're up by 3. Shout out to Moore, who put his neck on the line. This is a returnable kick.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field.
It's the hit stick.
He was looking for some running room.
Okay. We know that they're likely to throw.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work.
We know they're likely to throw. And don't break is going to be the name of the game here. They've been killing us on the run today. And unfortunately, our first attempt at man coverage wasn't great.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding.
And we got daily advancing Dynasty.
I gotta go get that first down.
I personally don't have an answer for that. There we go. And don't break. Might be too much time for it, but it works for Matt Patricia. Baby, it works for me. Doesn't work for Matt Patricia, but hit us with their own RPO. They're marching. They are marching here.
Toss to the outside.
Boys. Still going to run the hurry up. It's fine. It should be 2-minute warning. And it is. I don't want to run prevent defense because I can't really opt out of anything. It's just between 1 and 2 different plays. Let's get an extra man here because they have shown they're not afraid to not afraid to run the ball. Quarterback got rid of it just in time. He was half a second away from eating the turf.
They need to get a little closer for a field goal trying. They've got to do it in a hurry. On 3rd down, going up top.
They're going to get the first down on 3rd and 8.
Wrap him up, but not before. He gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Clock still ticking.
With a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down.
Quarterback goes down. I don't know what happened to Green there. I got sucked onto somebody else. But we get to the quarterback.
That's a play the defense needed.
That's a big play. Who was it? TBTT. Sitting in, why am I using the D-line? Because I like to. I know the meta is to use their linebackers, but I prefer to. I don't know. I can use their linebackers, but it's not as fun to me. I don't know why. It's just not as fun. Plus, I mean, Stefillin Green is our best player. And I definitely hit the quarterback, even though I didn't dive at him. That's ridiculous. I didn't even try to tackle him, but I guess I bumped him. TT was supposed to be redshirt this year. But because of injuries, he ended up having to play. They're up to the 24 because of a bogus flag. I didn't dive at him. It might have locked me on to hit him. Oh, he ran him over at the end. Okay. He ran him over at the end.
First down
Good to know.
After that penalty.
Yeah, I don't know. I just prefer playing the D-line, trying to break through. It's a bit more fun.
Makes the grab. It's Gage.
To me, it's more satisfying to get to the quarterback with a defensive lineman than it is to use a linebacker and get a pick. So.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Pulls it in.
Good tackle there. I trusted him.
Defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
3rd and 5.
You know the sense of urgency is up right here. They're in position to go win this game, Dave.
Yeah, and defensively, take your time getting off piles, make them eat clock.
Nearly intercepted by 32.
Make sure you don't give up any big plays by not.
Almost intercepted, and that.
We're going to try to ice the kicker here because we have all 3 timeouts. He's missed a field goal today already.
They're trying to ice this kicker. This game will come down to this. A field goal.
He's not going to miss this one, though. We're tied.
Between the uprights, it's good. Final minute of play, guys. It's all tied up. Stage is set for some serious.
Oh my God. Is he okay? Is he all right? Oh, you poor bastard. I look, man, I know the warning signs of CTE. That's one of them. That is one of them. Can we please get this man some help? This man is unconscious. Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Jesus Christ. Okay, well now I gotta try to lock in after that because holy hell, we have 49 seconds with 2 timeouts, tie game in our first ever bowl game. Keontae Tyson's last game at TOUGLANE. He'll start us off at the 22. We're going right back to the RPO. You know it. You know it, you know it. Right back to our strength. Safety read it. That's a good hit.
You always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good to
Not going to risk it. If we break off a big play, cool. If we go to overtime, whatever.
Just take what the defense defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Caught in the backfield, it's Young. And
LJ just shy of the first down.
defense denying him the first down.
We're going to wind down the clock here.
And let's hold on just
There's a booth review.
officials are
Well, you better put time back on the clock if you overturn it.
So after reviewing the
And they did. Now I have to call a timeout, though, because the clock started to run before I called it.
They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock.
Okay.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. The give to the back. Just working and
Wind down the clock.
finding his way up to the 36. Timeout is
Now we take a shot for the end zone. It could come back to haunt us. They could intercept it and return it. But now we take a shot at the end zone.
Play at second and
Try and avoid overtime.
quarterback will audible. Wants to fire on second down. Stepping to the right. Looking for his man in the middle.
Intercepted.
Intercepted. Oh, what a
But we're going to overtime.
tie game. And with that turnover,
Okay.
time has expired here in the
Overtime in our first ever bowl game.